Supersonic, Steve Stefanik at your service. Hey, I'm here to talk to you about what's called the 7-year itch. Not how it relates to your relationships, but how it relates to your job, to your career. Stay tuned. Hey, Supersonic, Steve Stefanik at your service again, talking about the 7-year itch and how it applies to our life in a way that we can use it to design our career to become more effective. So we normally know about the 7-year itch as something that hits us in our relationships, but it's a concept I think applies in all the things that we do. So we got to pay attention to where we're at on that cycle so we don't run into the breakdowns that happen at the end of a 7-year itch. And we've all heard those. So in your career, we know that the first 1, 2, and 3 years are very exciting. We bring the full energy, just like a relationship. We're committed to it. We're excited about it. We do everything we can to make it good. But by year three, we start to kind of feel confident that we've got this. In that confidence, year 4 shows up and we start to pay attention to things that are outside the job. We've got the time now to lift our heads and pay attention to what's happening around us. In that, we start to see that there's options outside. If we don't capitalize on those options because we've mastered what we've done and our growth has plateaued, we will start to fall into year 5, 6, and 7. And we know what happens in 5, 6, and 7. We start to get complacent. We start to be a little agitated about things that are happening at our work. And the worst that can happen is we become saboteurs. We become people that kind of manipulate the situation because we're pissed off. So let's not be those people. Let's pay attention to where we're at in the 7-year cycle. If you're toward the end, make sure you make a commitment to get out. If you're right there and plateaued at that 3 years, then look for something else. Start the process of finding the next thing to bring your full energy. It doesn't have to be a different company. It could be where you're at today, but you have to redesign to get you back to that energy that shows up in year 1 and 2. As I said, this is a philosophy that's been out there about relationships and just opening up a conversation of how you might want to think about the 7-year itch and your career. Supersonic, Steve Stefanik at your service. Have a great day.